And we are live. Do not adjust your sets. It is Tuesday night, special edition, 94 Feet of Life NBA playoff preview. 94 Feet of Life is the Facebook group. Of course, you should be subscribed to the YouTube, notifications on. We're going to get right into it. Previewing the playoffs. We got Miami and Charlotte going as we speak. So we might have our first not walking through that door by the time the show is over. Who knows? So let's get into it. Let's take care of the business first. We're gonna introduce Jay Ham and let them plug what they need to plug, and then we'll get right into it. So Ham, what's going on? Plug away.
So we got some real hill activity going on at Sports 56 and 98.5 FM in Memphis. Me, myself, Jay Ham, the historian, and one producer, Darian Newsom, my homie, the other producer, and our good guy, John Harden, the show host. We rock with the happy hour from 11 to 1. Catch the live stream on YouTube, Twitter, or X, whichever one you prefer to, rock with it with. Just type in Sports 56 WHBQ. You'll find us on the live stream there. We have some good fun with that. I like to bring my fellas through here now and then, so y'all will probably hear and see from them throughout the course of this NBA playoffs in different spots, throughout the week and whatnot. Trav got the green light to pull up anytime he wants to. We thought he was going to pull up this week. He hadn't yet, so hopefully we get to see him at some point.
All right, Coach Les, what you got? Coach Les.
Sorry. What's that?
It said plug what you need to plug.
Hey, Portsmouth Invitational is this week. That is an event where 64 seniors that have been invited and accepted. They play in front of every team in the NBA, agents, overseas, some of your heroes of March of this of March are playing in it. And for those of you that may not know about the Portsmouth Invitational, that is where, like I said, all the NBA teams show up. And if you play well there, you get a chance to get over to the G League Combine and the NBA Combine. As we know, we live in a climate right now that seniors aren't the ones that's typically taken off the board right away, and typically not the seniors that haven't been in high regard. Like Yaxel Lindenborg won't be there, Bennett Sturts won't be there, just to name, two, you know, first round caliber players. They don't have to play in that. But, at Portsmouth this year, you'll see the Kylan Boswells, the Rashawn Agees, the Peter Suitors, those guys will be there. The Carson Cooper from Michigan State. So if you have a chance and if you're a real basketball junkie and you're gonna be following along for the draft, check out the Portsmouth Invitational. Uh, I will be getting live updates this week, so stay tuned for any post or repost about the Portsmouth, just so you can be locked in a little bit more on this 2026 NBA draft, because just all the information I've been gathering over the last week or so, it could be a very historical draft. Also, pay attention to the names that are out. If I'm you guys, I wouldn't be so focused on who's entering the draft this year. I would be focused on who's not entering the draft this year, and guys that will decide to go back to school uh mid-May after the combine and after the evals. That's what I would like, the public to see, because it seems as if everybody's all
Right.
about this 2026 NBA draft that I didn't even know was about the NBA draft. Everybody's a expert for this year, and so I'm just those of you that are taking a liking to the NBA draft nowadays, pay attention to who's not. entering. Just keep that in mind.
So where do the people follow you? Where can they get all this good info?
105_hoops on Instagram, 105 hoops on TikTok, 105 hoops on Substack. And then you can also follow my personal page at Coach Les Stewart on Instagram. I also want to drop one more note about this upcoming draft. There may be some things changing in the top three.
And
There has been a consensus top three all year. There might be some changes in who's in that order. So
listen, we after Easter, but that's your Easter egg on the belated with the draft. So make sure y'all are following Les. Make sure y'all following Jay Ham. So fellas, let's get into it. Playoff time. So let's kind of get some things out the way. Is there anybody in the play-in who is the play-in team? Let's go with this question. The play-in team who could give a top 2 seed the most trouble if they get into the playoffs?
Charlotte could be one that could kind of extend, series to go 6, maybe 7. I doubt it. They can make a 5-game series very interesting. Just this time of year, man, y'all know I refer to it as playoff stress. It wears from series to series.
Mm-hmm.
And those early series catch back up with you when you get around Memorial Day and your legs start wearing and you locked in 2-2 and you got to go on the road in the conference final series and it start fucking with you mentally. And it started catching up from series like in this first round series where you have to see people like Charlotte, Atlanta, the Suns, you know what I'm saying, and who can stretch that shit out in that manner. Even in this case with Denver and Minnesota, that matchup, that could be an exhausting 6-game series, with the type of firepower that you're dealing with. So I look at those bottom feeders like that. Charlotte, if they can survive, which right now they have a 4-point deficit as we speak, on the live right now. But if they can survive this, then we'll see.
Trav, you resident Spurs fan, do you have a preference as to Phoenix or Portland?
It don't matter. It don't matter. They need to see either or. I'd rather for them to see Phoenix because of the physicality that they bring to the table, especially to a young team like the Spurs. They got to get used to that. You might well go and take them bumps right now because Devin Booker coming with it. This is Dylan Brooks type of party right here. Kind of slow it down, bang, get away with a lot of little tug of wars. That's just to keep your mind sharp and ready and keep executing, keep executing, keep executing. So me personally, I would rather see Phoenix. I'd rather see Phoenix than Portland. But don't get it twisted. Portland is a very good basketball team over there. Very good. What's that? Drew? Drew still there?
You got Drew.
Drew still there. You got Denny.
You got Sharp.
Yes, Sharp. You got the big man over there. That's from Connecticut. That's still playing good ball over there.
Yeah, Klinging.
Yes. And just Tiago Splitter got their team playing good basketball.
You gotta say it like Stephen A. used to say.
I ain't doing it.
Tiago Splitter.
He got him in the play-in, so they're in the play-in for a reason. But do I prefer it between one of those two? It don't matter. It don't matter.
So let's stay in the West. And we got the 2 old dogs one more time. Our older fans will know what the old spaghetti westerns are like. 2 old gunslingers meet at the OK Corral at noon. 4 seed Lakers, 5 seed Houston, Lakers with no Luka likely, no Austin Reeves. Houston, for me, fellas, has been one of the more disappointing teams. Every time I watch Houston, I just go away. I just go away watching like that's it. That's it. That's all y'all got. So, is there a way? Now, Lakers are the favorite as the 4 seed, but even Houston with their flaws, fellas, I don't see how the Lakers get out of this series.
I don't either.
Big Shot, you kind of, I thought you were going to say it, but it's just no country for the old man at this point. One of them got to go. Just like how it was when Dame played against Russ. This may be the game right here. And one of these jokers finna go. One of them finna go. One of them finna go. So, hey man, no country for the old man, man. That's all I got to say about that.
That the other day, and that was really one of our great moments when we called that one like straight off the belt. Like that's loser lead town, dog. Whoever lose that, they breaking that squad up. Whether it's Portland with Dame and CJ or this experiment with Russ and Paul and then that Oklahoma City deal. Whoever lose that, they splitting that up. We call that shit right down the middle. Back to these folks with Houston and the Lakers, though. Did we ever think that we get to the point where both of these motherfuckers are mid? Like LeBron and KD, y'all like mid now. Y'all still cold. Don't get me wrong. You know, y'all still go out, roll out, and do what you do. Like I was saying on the post the other night when I was watching KD, I'm like, he can be well into his 40s, still averaging 25 on 50% shoot. Just that smooth.
I am surprised, Ham, at how this has not fit around KD with Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I really, okay, when Fred VanVleet got hurt, I was like, yeah, this is going to be tough.
And they didn't address that.
They never addressed it.
Personnel-wise, they didn't address it anyway.
They never addressed it, and it is not blended the way I thought it was going to blend. Mm-hmm. And then I think on the Lakers front, LeBron was really, I thought it's not. He was fitting in and accepting the third star, which made me think that they're a dangerous team. But now with no Luka and no Reed, and LeBron got to go back into the phone booth, and I don't know if there's.
He can't go back to the phone booth when he battling inside.
We got shirts. We got shirts made for what's about to happen, man. We got shirts made. We got shirts made.
They got sciatic medicine in the phone booth. Otherwise, and I'm not trying to diss him there because he went through that to start the year, and this is where we at with dude. We still marvel at what he's able to do physically, athletically. Like I tell people, he ain't just dunking at 40. He dunking on motherfuckers at 40. Hard. So it's different, but he can't do what we saw him do a decade ago. Nah.
The chance the Lakers had to win this series, shout out to Coach B, Coach Barry Milburn with his people. He don't trust this time of year list. The only way this works, they have a chance to me, is DeAndre Ayton got to give me something that either he's not capable of or he's unwilling to do. And that is
Alfred Single, first of all.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. He gonna have to defend Alfred Single. Like defend him. Because the Lakers can't really do the help. He gonna have to defend it. I don't think he can do it. I'm gonna go Houston. I'm gonna go Houston in 6, only because I know that Houston will give you at least one. Houston will give away one of these games just
off the strength. The Lakers, to me, again, there are shirts made for what's about to happen or what may happen. You revert back to bad habits, you will get your ass. It's building right now. But you know what? It's just I want to pick Houston so bad, but they're gonna do something. They're gonna do something crazy.
Are they
They're
going?
gonna do something
That's
crazy.
why I'm saying six
I
because I
think.
know.
I think the Lakers gonna pull this off.
Really,
I think the Lakers gonna pull it off. For some odd reason, the Lakers gonna pull it off because they're going to dude. The game plan is set. KD is not finna be the one that beat me. We finna blitz him off that ball. That Thompson kid gonna have to do 40 every other night.
he
He gonna
gonna
have to do
score.
40 every other night. Sengun gonna have to give you 30. They others can't. They others. I don't know. I just don't know. But LeBron got it just enough to sneak something by.
Now in the 3 versus 6, you got Denver, Minnesota, and you talk about loser leave town, as Ham said. Minnesota, to me, can only win this series. They have one hope of winning this series. And this is where we get to the loser leave town. Rudy, you're going to have to guard him. We're not going to help you.
Yeah.
You are going to have to. Yes, he's gonna get his, but I am still under the notion, Ham and Trav, I'm not letting this man get the high-end triple-double.
No.
The 27, 15, and 15 night is out.
No.
It is a dangerous game to play, but I'm gonna say, Rudy, you're gonna have to take one for the team. Guard him as best you can. We're not helping you. If he go for 50, cool. But if he go for 50, that means Murray ain't involved. That means Peyton Watson ain't involved. That means Ben Braun ain't involved. I am willing to take my chances, risky, with Joker going crazy and holding everybody else.
You know what, Big Shot? I like that. I have to deal with it. But see, here's how you kill that. Yes, I gotta sacrifice Rudy to get those 50. But I tell you what, Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle, you better be combined 65.
Yeah.
You got to watch. You got to watch that. You got to watch that. Somehow, somewhere, they got to watch that.
Especially because we don't know what Jaden McDaniels' health is going into the series. So, Ant Randall got to give me about 60 a night.
And Nas got to come up. All them got Nas, DiVincenzo, those four. They gotta watch that. It can't be no off nights. None.
It's 5 Denver Nuggets that won a championship together that's still on that squad.
Yeah, the championship experience.
We might have seen, if this series goes the way that I think it will go, which will be the Nuggets in 6, might be the end of Chris Finch. Not that I'm calling for the end of Chris Finch. I just think they probably going to turn the corner and try to do something else.
Be a new voice.
Whatever that voice is, don't make it be Doc Rivers. That's all I care about.
No. Matter of fact, you interviewed Doc Rivers. You should pay a $2 million fine just for that. Don't even interview Doc for an advisory role. Let Doc go do something. Tell Doc to go buy a Sega Genesis. Go chill. Go do something else. Play those Lakers when you matter.
So, fellas, is there any scenario? I mean, besides knock on wood, injury, is there any scenario that that we get the 1 versus the 2 in the conference finals? Is there any scenario where it doesn't happen? Knock on wood, the big injury.
For both sides, or just
the West right now? We about to hop over to the East here shortly.
I think I hate to say it, Denver can put a monkey wrench in it.
They can.
Denver got a shot to put a monkey wrench in it. Because if everything panned out with the Spurs and Denver, Denver got the upper hand on the Spurs right now.
They do. And we know that the Spurs hadn't taken them steps yet. But we also acknowledge that they can skip a whole lot of motherfuckers.
Right.
That is my biggest question, I think, in the entire West. Are the Spurs the one team that can break history? Golden State had to take steps. The Bulls in the 90s, people forget, 6 titles in 8 years was preceded by the Pistons knocking them out 3 straight years.
Austin just done it not too long ago. Oklahoma City just done it too long ago.
Everyone's had to go through it. And that is my
Denver
only reservation with the Spurs.
Yeah.
It's two things. It's just two things, Big Shot. It's two things. Health and win beyond. Health and win beyond. You got it. You just got a chance with 7'5" dude just that damn good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is he the outlier? Is he the one guy that can break these rules and go against history? Oklahoma City, I think is going to come down to, first of all, you have to play your best, and you got to catch them on an off night a couple of times in the series.
Mm-hmm.
And with them, Ham, I want to kind of get your flavor with this one. We talked about my theory of Jokic, and hey, we live with whatever he gets. I think with Oklahoma City, as much depth as they have, this time of year, whoever gets them in the second round, so let's say if you Houston, you get Oklahoma City second round. You say, listen, anybody but him. Anybody but him. If it's got to be, if we lose because Jalen Williams scored 35 on us, cool. If we lose because Chet go 25, cool. I to the best of my ability, I can't let him. I have to try to not let SGA have that.
Even in that scenario, Big Shot.
Yeah, it's not a sure bet.
I feel you. That may get you to 5 games.
Yeah.
It may get you to 5.
Yeah.
Because they may just be generous. Or they may not. They might, hey, we want to get our rest. Because for that crew, it's nothing short of them being in game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. We will at least see them there. If we don't see them at least in game 4 of the Western Cup, meaning they got through all of this and they probably gonna sweep whoever they see, which they not, especially if it's San Antonio. But I expect them to be there. They should be. They'll be playing at Memorial Day at Mel. I ain't worried about Oklahoma City at all. They can split their team in half, and both of them motherfuckers will make the playoffs.
Some folks just that good. They be firing on all cylinders just like that.
All right, let's go over to the East. I asked my first question. You talked about could Charlotte put Detroit in a little bit of problems, maybe. Miami or Philadelphia, okay. Y'all is there because we got to. So let's get into it. Let's start with, remember back in the day when NBA TV used to always get that one series? It was on like, that's Cleveland, Toronto.
Cleveland, Toronto. Yep.
But I will say this. James, don't Don't do some of the things you've done in the past because people really don't know about this Toronto team. Toronto is the equivalent. When we had our March Madness, we talked about the mid-major that win about 29 games. That's Toronto.
Toronto.
Trav, I'm gonna go to you first. If you are Toronto, would you put Scotty Barnes on Harden or Donovan? And if so, how much time would you have him on there?
You
With
mix
on either
you
one.
mix it up. You mix it up, Big Shot. You mix it up. You mix it up. You don't want that man on there full time like that. Kyle James gonna do whatever it is to try to put that man in foul trouble. He gonna try to do whatever it is. Screening rolls. He gonna put him on his hip. He gonna hostage his man on that right side of death. He gonna do all that. He gonna stop. He gonna stumble. James gonna get you them playoff fouls to get Barnes out in foul trouble. So you just don't put him on there full time. You got to switch that. Bi gonna have to take some of that. RJ Barrett gonna have to take some of it. So they have to collectively stop him and Donovan Mitchell. They have to collectively contain them guys because you don't want the others to do that either. So I think you don't put them on there full time, not full time. Well, why? What you got, man?
Permission to speak. Now, I was listening to the dialogue, great dialogue. But when I heard the name Scotty Barnes, it just woke me up a little bit. Put a little razzle on my dazzle. Pardon the left if needed. I think Scotty. I think Toronto got a good mix to guard Cleveland though.
They can throw bodies. They have
And
enough bodies
yeah,
to throw it to two of them.
yeah. I think Toronto. I think Toronto got. It's not the matchup that people think it is. Like people like, and it's James Harden, but this ain't 2018 James Harden we talking about either. And James is still James, and you got D Mitch, but them young dudes in Toronto, they Scotty, Bi, Quickly, RJ, they got even the young rookie Colin Murray Bulls, like
You talking about Chloe boyfriend?
and they can all switch. They all can switch. They all around the same size. They all get outside of Emmanuel, but them other four are like from 6'6" to 6'10".
Right. And because Cleveland doesn't really feature Mobley like that, you're not really worried about getting beat
Yeah.
on the interior like that.
Yeah,
So
I'm not scared for Toronto. And Scotty Barnes, y'all know how I feel about Scotty Barnes. I mean, I think he the real defensive player of the year, honestly. Durable. He wasn't worried about having to make a game limit. So that's my defensive player of the year.
little shot. All right. The other series that we know about. Let me just say this. New York, you better not. You better not. For reasons on the court and off.
It's prime for it. I mean, they did lose to these people 5 years ago, if you do recall. This was Trae Young's heel activity, though. 5
This
years
is
ago.
Trae Young's heel activity. I'm gonna take the Knicks in 6 because I think the Knicks. We know the playoffs are called differently. It's game that gets slowed down. The Knicks are the more physical basketball team. I think the difference in the series, I think, is going to be Mitchell Robinson. The one thing the Hawks don't have right now is somebody who I think who can really keep him off the offensive rebound. Despite the fact that he's a terrible free throw shooter, I think Mitchell Robinson on the offensive glass is potentially the thing that swings the series. But
He on the all ski making team, no question.
yeah. But man, don't let my nephews win. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't let it happen. Our group might get close.
It's
So you know how we gonna troll it with this clip of us just saying, "Hey, don't do that," with us laughing at it. That's how we gonna troll it.
So
It ain't gonna be flagrant.
shout out to Mo and Germ. They have in the views from the 22 the You Better. Nick, you better.
So you better special for sure.
You better. Now, fellas, let me ask you this. Coming into this Eastern Conference, it feels like the tide has swung now to, man, Boston is the favorite now. Despite Detroit being the 1 seed. So is Boston the favorite?
The way
might
they
be.
shooting the way they shooting the cover off this rock, they got a high chance of winning this.
They really might be. Cachet of knowing how to do it. Pretty much the same core group for the most part. Got the coach. Got the available bodies. Got your 1A back, 1B, whichever you want to refer to them as. They double overachieve. Motherfuckers looking at them possibly crossing 40 wins. They damn near push 60. It's like,
Coach Les, let me ask you something. It's not even, no hot. Is Joe Mazzulla the best coach left in the playoffs?
I defer that question to Les.
Yeah, he just like you know how people be like our favorite meme with the X-ray and the dog.
Yeah.
Like Joe was like everybody talk about like oh man Jaylen Brown a dog or such and such a player is a dog. Like Joe Mazzulla one of them coaches that's a dog.
Yeah.
Ain't a lot of coaches that get that dog.
Nah, that's accurate though.
And that's
accurate.
Because I remember when they was getting ready to put Joe Mazzulla in that spot, and that's what Les said. He was like, "Hey, Joe Mazzulla like that. He a dog." And I remember him as a player because he was Bob Huggins' captain. So him being a dog makes a whole lot of sense. Play for Huggins.
I honestly forgot that Mazzulla. I forgot he was at West. I forgot he played at West Virginia. I know more so Mazzulla, like watching him through the coaching ranks, and that's a good example. That's a great point. He played for Bob Huggins. You play for Bob Huggins. You
kind of crazy.
You either gotta be ready to fight, or you getting a felony. Like it's like it. That's how it is to play for Huggy. You either a fighter or a felon. Like ain't no nice guys coming nice guys coming to play for Huggy Bear at all. And so now Mazzulla got that dog in him. Like
value the people that know shit.
Yeah, like for real. I can't. I'm thinking of all 16. We ain't got 16 yet, but when it is 16, he's still gonna be
the best coach left. The best coach in the playoffs.
Yeah, he is. And I'm gonna say this, and and this might be totally off topic. Can we get rid of the play-in?
Listen,
Can we get rid of the play-in? Oh
you
my
know, I
goodness.
try not to be back in my day guy, but best to go 8 on each side, make the first round best of 5. If it was me,
And
Mhm.
I don't even I don't even want to get into why there was a play-in. I don't want to. We don't have time for that tonight.
Nah.
We don't have time for
Yeah,
that tonight. But
I
I
want
get.
Negro is basketball. That's the
You
way I
said
look at it.
what? What you
yeah.
say? Is
Gave us some extra hooping to watch. I ain't gonna trip on that.
that's great. I get that, but we talk about the play-in, right? It gives us extra basketball, but we talk about load management.
So I'm also
You
one who don't bug off load management either though. So
right? You see what I'm
like
saying? It's like,
I
oh,
don't need
they need
65
to
people, but
manage.
I
Yeah,
get
they need to manage. Okay, well, if we talking about load managing, then how about
you.
we don't have 4 teams that don't need to be playing basketball play basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
that's a low that you God forbid any anything catastrophic happens to any of these men playing out here in these you got playing 2 extra games essentially, God forbid, and then you want them to go play another say if they make it to the first, that's 9 games in a 2 week span, less than about 10 days, I guess. And so y'all gonna add 2 teams. I love that. You add 2 teams, get rid of the play-in.
I
Just,
hear you.
just, and the thing about it is though, this game that's on right now, this is a good game.
Yeah.
This is a
Oh,
really
damn.
good game. I mean, I, I don't have a dog in the fight, but man, it is exciting.
they rumbling out there.
They
You know what I'm
run.
Y'all
saying?
talking about
And it,
y'all talking about the extra hooping and all that stuff, man. Shout out to Jimmy Butler, man. All this
Hey,
dog and them and stuff. Shout out to Jimmy Butler.
hey, all low key though, Jimmy Butler is one of the most famous alum of the Portsmouth. That's a whole other story. Jimmy
Jimmy got
got
his name out of
Jimmy
place.
got his name at the PIT. Fellas, let me get one more thing on the East. And I understand why they did make a move at the deadline. I really wish Detroit had went and found them one more creator. If they had found, don't ask me to give you a name. To me, Detroit, even with Cade back and sort of getting the flow, they are shot creators short. And to me, that's going to be their problem when they get to a Boston who got shot makers all over the floor. Travahan, what you think?
Yeah. Uh,
They were hoping Jay Ivory gonna be that guy. I mean, shout
they
out to the
were.
Lord behind me and everything else. But you seen how that went. They should have. I think he should. I think they should have got Kobe White
Charlotte,
that went to Charlotte.
Charlotte, yeah.
That's who I thought they was gonna shoot for. But I mean, hey,
I,
I'm with you, Big Shot. I'm with you on that. Yes,
I,
they are the number one team. But yeah,
I, I do think they should have made a move, but I think Dennis Jenkins is doing a good job.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do, and it looks in adding that. I think they should have got another shooter.
That would have helped too.
I think they should have got another shooter, whether K got hurt or not, or Dennis doesn't just blossom. You got somebody that's be able to stretch the floor. And when these matchups and you got everybody knowing how to guard your actions, and everybody, it feels like by that third game, it feels like, oh man, they've been in practice with us. When it feels
Right.
that way, and sometimes when it's a lull and Detroit plays defense, Boston plays defense, New York, Toronto, like the teams that's playing now, they guard. So you need somebody that's like, when it's a 2 minute stretch and we ain't scored and we just guard and guard and guard and guard, we need a pressure release.
Mhm.
And I don't think Duncan Robinson is the sole answer for that.
When Indiana got on that run last year, they had obviously you got Tyrese, but they had Nimhard and they had TJ McConnell. They had two other guys to take the pressure off of Tyrese, or when Tyrese wouldn't sit down, that could
Yeah,
come
you
in.
know, that reminded me of like, and of course not height wise, but that reminded me of Isaiah Joe Dumars and Vinny. Because it's like you always kept two playmakers and two creators on the floor at the same time. Yeah, think about the Pacers. They start 2 point guards.
Right.
One of them just wanted to be 6'6". And so they create, a lot of opportunities just, from being able to do that. And then they hold their own defensively too, to be able to do that. Well,
That's what I want to see Detroit in these first two rounds is. Can they find a plan B in the close game? Last year when they played New York, they had New York to me on the ropes a couple of times.
They had him dead to rights, especially the game they lost at home. They had him.
But you saw at the end of the game when that floor starts to shrink, everybody looking at Cade, and that floor starts to shrink. And I think that's the one thing to me that's holding them back from potentially even winning this thing is just, do they have a plan B on offense if that ball gets taken out of Cade's hand? Well, we gonna see. We are at that time of the year. The playoffs is win or go home. The stakes are high. We here for. We will be back next week on Wednesday, back on the regular time, recapping the weekend. Somebody will be hooping that night, depending on how the schedule is. So we'll take a look at that. Coach Les hopefully can come back and give us the PIT notes, the notes from the Portsmouth. Remember, 94 Field Life is the Facebook group. 94 FOL Hoops on Twitter and Instagram. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Basketball for the people, by the people. It's playoff time. Signing out.